What we need most in our 20s is self-trust. That's the foundation of everything that actually lasts. Because when you trust yourself, like your choices, your pace, your ability to rebel, you stop chasing certainty and start building character instead. So, in this video, I want to talk about self-trust, how it evolves in our early 20s, then mid to late 20s. Because what you need at 21 isn't the same when you reach 28. Your early 20s are pure chaos. You are making decisions that feel way too big for you compared to the amount of experiences you have. But the thing is, if you do not make these decisions, you won't have experience. For example, what to study, who to be with, what to do, and where to live. And it feels like if you make a wrong move, you feel like your entire world will fall apart. But it won't. Here's the truth: your early 20s aren't about finding the right path, they are about learning how to walk whichever path you choose. You think the goal is certainty. No, it's not. The goal is to build confidence without having any kind of certainty. You are supposed to make mistakes now. You are supposed to experiment now. You are supposed to try things that later make you cringe because that's how you build reference points in your life. And these reference points will help you along your journey. Every decision you make, even the wrong ones, are teaching you something, like how to listen to your gut, how to handle consequences, how to make choices that actually align with who you are, not who you think you should be. We all start out wanting a map of life, but in your early 20s, there's no such thing as a map. There's just you taking one step, then another, until you realize you have been building your path this whole time. So stop waiting for permission. Stop obsessing over what's right. You do not need perfect clarity. You just need enough courage to take the next step. That's what self-trust looks like in your early 20s. It's not about knowing what's next. It's about knowing when it comes, you will handle it. And speaking of finding the right opportunities, if you are a student looking for scholarships or universities abroad, you need help crafting a standout CV, or you want expert feedback on your motivation letter, I offer personalized consulting services to get you ahead. All for a small fee, you can get expert help. All you have to do is visit my website in the description. There, click on book now and you fill the Google Forms. All the information is embedded in there and I will take care of the rest because I have done this before. Now it's my turn to help you out. So then your mid 20s hit and something changes. You are no longer trying to figure out what to do. Instead, now you are wondering if you're doing this fast enough. That is when comparison starts to creep in. You start looking left and right, seeing people you think they've already figured everything out. Your friends, your cousins, whoever, they have got careers, relationships, maybe even a house. And yet here you are trying to figure out what you want for breakfast. And that exact comparison, it eats at you. It makes you believe you are behind. But let me tell you this, you are not behind. And I can confidently say this because I am in my mid 20s. Your pace is your pace. Your growth is not supposed to look like anyone else's. Some people bloom early, get success early in their life. Some people build quietly. And some people even take the long way, not because they're lost, but because they are meant to see more along the way. We live in a culture that glorifies speed: early success, early clarity, early everything. But the truth is, speed doesn't mean anything if you're sprinting in the wrong direction. So, trusting your pace in your mid 20s means letting go of timelines that were never yours to begin with. Just because you are not growing at a rate as fast as someone else doesn't mean you're lost. You should realize that growth doesn't always look like progress. Sometimes it looks like rest. Sometimes it looks like confusion. Sometimes even it feels like you're standing still. But roots are growing underneath you. When you trust your pace, you stop trying to catch up. You start moving from alignment, not from anxiety. You stop trying to follow or mimic anyone else. And that's when everything starts to change. You begin to make choices that feel real. You start saying no to things that look impressive but don't feel real. You stop forcing yourself to rush just because the world moves fast. Because your mid 20s aren't about keeping up, they are about catching up to yourself. So the next time you look around and you feel like you're behind, remember this: slow growth is still growth, quiet progress is still progress. And the pace that feels right for you is the only one that works for you. That's what self trust looks like in your mid 20s. Believing in your pace even when nobody else understands it. And then your late 20s arrive. And this part is where everything gets real because life stops being about plans and starts becoming more about resilience. You have already had some experience by now. You have seen things fall apart in your life. Maybe a job that did not work out, a relationship that ended, or a dream that stopped feeling like your own. And for the first time, you realize that even the best plans can break. That's when self trust becomes something deeper. It's no longer about decisions or pace. Now it's about your ability to recover. You start to understand that resilience is not just a personality trait, it's a skill. It's built in those quiet moments where everything falls apart. It's built when you have to start over, not because you want to, but because life gives you no other choice. And I promise you this, those moments, the ones that feel like endings, they are not destroying you, they are shaping you. Every heartbreak, every loss, every unexpected turn, it's building that part of you that can stand back up. The part that says, I have been through worse, I will get through this too. You begin to realize that the point in your 20s isn't to avoid pain, it is to prove to yourself that you can live through it. Because the truth is, life will never always go your way. But when you trust your resilience, it doesn't have to. You will know that no matter what happens, you will adapt, you will grow, and you will rebuild. So, when something falls apart, do not see it as a failure. See it as an evidence that you are still standing, evidence that you are stronger than you think. That's what self trust looks like in your late 20s. It's the calm confidence that says, even if everything changes, I'll still be okay. So, what do we need most in our 20s? Not clarity, not the perfect plan, not even success up to some extent. All we need is self trust. Trust in your decisions when you don't know what's right. Trust your pace when everyone else seems ahead of you. And trust your resilience when life doesn't go the way you plan. Because your 20s aren't about having everything figured out. They are about becoming a person who can handle everything even when you have not figured anything out. If you can build that, if you can trust yourself, you will stop fearing the uncertainties of our 20s and start using it. Because it's not chaos, it's your training ground. And the more you trust yourself through it, the stronger, the wiser, the freer you'll become on the other side. You just need to trust yourself that whoever you'll become in the future will know what to do when the time is right. So now you don't have to figure anything out. So drop a comment down below if any of this reflected with you. Let me know. I'd really appreciate it. And before we end this video, we never thought of this. Our success, the way we approach success, is already written in our stars, in our zodiacs. If you want to check it out, feel free to watch this video.